Hello? Is it on? Huh. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to the Farewell Graduation campaign, stream number 35. So at the end of the last stream, we finally defeated Japan. War is officially over, but not really, because I just want to do this tiny little bit of cleaning up with the Republic of Burma. Do these guys even have a focus tree? Not a real one, not a custom one. But we're justifying on them. That's going to start on the 29th, so roughly 3 weeks to go before we start this war. Oh, speaking of time units, though, just as a heads up, I have a hard 2 hour out, but then I'll have to end the stream because I promised somebody something, so I'll be able to stream more past that. Good news is tomorrow morning I should be able to stream. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know. So sorry if we're in the middle of something like super intense and we're hitting the 2 hour mark. We'll just have to stop it there. Okay, let's try to get these guys over to Burma. Let's see who's closest. Yeah, try to get people to Burma as quickly as possible. I think this should be a relatively easy steamrolling. I actually don't want to overcommit in terms of troops down here, because it's gonna just, you know, I don't anticipate that the logistics are gonna be amazing. And like, you know, we've got, look at this. I mean, jungle and rain effect and very hot effect. Here it's mountains and rain. Like, it's gonna be tough. Oh, gotta change the music. You know what? We're definitely doing Surviving Mars. Definitely feeling that. But wait, I think parts of it are... Some of it is copyrighted, some of it's not. It's hard to find one that's an exact... Here we go. Surviving Mars main soundtrack. Alright. It's still a little too loud. Surviving Mars. Now that's a game I haven't played in a while. I'd like to get back to that. Another classic example of a game I really like that I wish I was better at. Would you rather be able to see through walls or jump tall stories in a single bound while surviving the falls? See through walls, and for the see through walls power, I could turn that on and off. It's not mandatory. I have to see through walls at all times. Right. Let's see. Those are two interesting examples because it doesn't, neither of them seem like the kind of stuff that's just gonna give you financially good stuff, you know? Not meant to have you played Terraformers like a turn-based card. That I have not heard of. I actually have not been much of a TCG guy over the course of my life. I mean, I did Yu-Gi-Oh, but that was it. But like modern, like Weiss Schwartz and stuff, like I never kept up with that, and like somebody was telling me that I should go check out these events, and there was like, I remember it was like a bunch of Weiss Schwartz stuff, and like, I don't know, maybe I will go to one. I probably, you know, it's nice for her to bring it up, but it's like, I don't know any of these games. I don't know Weiss Schwartz. I know that there was like, actually, here's all I know about Weiss Schwartz. This is from when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I had found out that they were doing like alternate, they were making cards that were of historical figures. And I remember that I liked to order from shops where it was like, you know, spend $5 and the shipping's free. So what I sometimes would do if I had something that was just like a pinch under the $5, so where it's like, oh, the shipping's gonna kill me, I would just look up the Weiss Schwarz cards, which would be like 10 cents or less, and I just click freaking historical figures. It's like, oh, haha, that's Attila the Hun or whatever. Simply Custodian, why am I not in top chat? Why is YouTube so frustrating? Yeah, I'm not sure with how that works, the getting it set to automatically be top chat or the live chat, because I watch a lot of I watch VODs usually, when I'm checking out Hall Live. Usually it's a concert, right? Because as I always said, the more you stream, the less time you have to watch streams. But it's I'll go to see like the VOD on a concert, or like an anniversary special or something from Holo Live, and then the top chunk, it's just feeding me all like the red super chats. How's Russia doing on catching up to me? Still in the 80s. We're fine. Hold on, we gotta sign some. Wow, actually, where did I get these extra naval dockyards? Oh, it's because it's counting the Philippines and Japan and all that, and yeah, no, never worry about that. Anyways, the Weiss Schwarz thing. So I would use the historical figures as bookmarks, so it's like Alexander the Great is my bookmark for this, and I gave it was Ivan the Terrible, I think, or was it Catherine the Great? I just heard she was like purple and had a big hammer, and I gave that to this girl because she liked it. She was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cute." So okay, sure, fine, have it. No enemy ciphers being decrypted. I mean, there's no need for that. So we're just gonna, get rid of that alert, get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay, so we want to get to November 48. Oh, geez, I put the 44 presidential election. 48 presidential election. And in the meantime, we need to figure out what to do about all of these. So I suppose we should start. I mean, do you want to start with Japan or? Wait, oh, dang it! I'm losing the feed. Shit. What's sucking it all up? Okay, no, I think feed was kind of. Oh, it's because I have some shit open in the other tab. Okay. Do I need anything here? No. Okay. Close that. And then just like that, memory is fixing itself. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I was just overtaxing my RAM, basically. All right. So yeah, we'll work our way up to Japan. Let's do stuff. Actually, I thought I already did some of these things. So like, Bay of the Philippines, liberate a loyal government, of course. Yeah, I thought we had done this already. Socialist Republic of the Philippines. Also, didn't the Philippines go syndicalist on their own? I haven't watched a stream in a while. Is the Chinese Civil War going? No, it's finally ended. Well, sort of. Now Fengtian and Chongqing are at war, but Chongqing Federalist Government is basically the winner with their completely legitimate 100% social democratic party popularity. Okay. I had a question that doesn't appear in top chat. I got spam filtered. Well, yeah, you never know what's a forbidden word according to YouTube. Okay, and plus remember, I also have sometimes put in custom words over the years. I think it's not there anymore, but I think I once put in the custom spam filter the word artillery. Which, as y'all know, I was an artilleryman, so like, why would he spam do that? Why would he spam filter that? It was because it's when that nonstop meme was going around where it's like artillery only run, artillery only run, artillery only run in like Tibet world conquest or whatever, right? And it just was like never ending, and so I eventually just put it in the spam filter for a bit. You know, you had to, which like I'm sure they're gonna eventually create software that'll you could filter words from like everything on your browser. Like it won't open a tab if that word is in there, which it could sure become a problem, but it'll be good. I mean, bad problem for society, but it'll sure be nice for now the thing is that memes, that they're around for a week, they're gone. There's more of them than ever, but they have a very low life expectancy in the vast majority of cases. So sometimes you just need a timeout from something. So it's like for example, I would have in the last month definitely would have had a filter on the word demure, how demure of me, how demure of her, etc., etc. And just like I'm gonna put this word on timeout on the internet for a week or two because I'm not interested in any of this. Okay, so the Philippines are free, liberated. Okay, so Madagascar. Look, the icon is different here. I guess it's a colony. But I don't remember if we can create the Jewish homeland. Memes of the DNA of the soul. So you did just. Alright, give it to our communard allies. Oh, so we can give it to France. Oh, hell no. Our powerful armies have taken control of the forward-driven colony of Madagascar. The huge island is currently under military administration, but we may want to install a real administration there. Should it be local, or should we annex an island directly to our empire? They got a puppet focus tree? Well, I mean, we're going to liberate him in some way, so we'll see it, I guess. Yeah, we'll just form Madagascar. No, Bluesman, I won't. This is the last campaign. The last stream series. Okay, so we got that done. Korea. We'll just liberate it. No need to split it with the Russians. It's just all good. The People's Republic of Korea under Pak Hon-yong. Let's actually show you who this guy is. So he was born in 1900, and I like the detail that they put the Korean Empire because it was like still there at the time. Pak Hon-yong, born illegitimate son to a Yangban father, traveled to Seoul to seek study and in the process became affiliated with nationalistic thought. Forced into exile and a loyalist to a stateless nation, Pak went to foreign shores to find refuge. He settled in Europe, growing ideologically entangled with the rise of syndicalism in France, Italy, and Britain. Profoundly affected by the revolutions he witnessed, Pak would be one of the first, Pak for the first Koreans to be affiliated with Third International, and returned to Korea as an undercover agent to spread syndicalist ideals to the Japanese-occupied peninsula. After a period of imprisonment and illness, Pak miraculously escaped the wrath of the Japanese forces and found his way back to Paris. There he involved himself deeply in the burgeoning totalist movement, drawing himself close to Mosley and Mussolini's camps and finding common ground with their nationalistic tendencies. By 1931, Pak shuttled between Europe and Shanghai, where he could freely support both the struggle for independence and the struggle for syndicalism, initiating the publication of pro-syndicalist newspapers. The following year, Pak condemned the provisional government for being too reactionary and excluding socialist thinkers. Having found a similarly minded backer, Pak firmly asserts himself as the champion of totalism in Korea, and the might of red rule has just begun. So, that's interesting. Does that mean they only have totalists? Because if I release them, shouldn't they have been syndicalists? But, yeah, fascinating. The revolution triumphant has to complete Korea reborn. Wow. I didn't know Korea had a tree. I wouldn't count on it, Guzman. Wow. Okay, hold on a second. Looks like we're gonna have another tree to explore before the end here. I mean, how often do you ever see people play these late game trees? You know, I'm just trying to be my go away present. Let's face it, some of these are gonna be visual novels anyway. It's not like we're gonna be going to wars post Valkyrie Korea. I just want to see what it does. I want to read it. It'll be like the New Order, you know. It's just a visual novel that you paint on. Better to paint than hot glue. Bang! Okay, so next up was Ceylon. Oh, I could give it to Baratia. I think I will do that actually. Cool. So that's just cleaning that up. Indochina, or the legation cities. Give it to the People's Communes of China. Oh shit. Because, okay, for a second I thought, like, what was that supposed to be, the Chongqing? No, we can create our own thing. The fate. A number of Chinese ports, firmly under the formal authority of the international mandate for the Chinese concessions, are now under our rule, is probably what it's supposed to say. We now decide whether to restore them to the rule of the Legation Council with ourselves as a member, to hand the cities over to China, or keep them for ourselves. Hold on. Hold on. I think this is our in into China. So it's going to create, we're not handing it over to the Chinese, we're creating a new thing. Right? Or, wait, we only have some of the legation cities? So I guess there's some stuff that Japan took at some point? So we have the People's Commune of China, which is just... It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little cities here. Collapse. They're fixing stuff. They've got a focus tree they need to use. If we missed our research thought, we'll unlock a decision for research. It's French? Why the fuck is it French? Okay, whatever. That's some typical French bullshit, whatever just happened there. Yeah, that's freaking bullshit. Dummy computer. Okay, I need to dismiss these two, and this. I think we may need to unify China, guys. I think we might just do it. See, new devs are assigned the job of making puppet focus trees to practice before working on full reworks. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's just do this other stuff real quick. So Indonesia, of course, we're going to liberate Insulinda, and then I think we can have Northern Borneo be its own country. Yeah, Sarawak. Or I could give it to the Nusantara communes. So, these guys are syndicalists. I think it's the Insulinda tree that just was finished before. Or I don't know, man. I don't know. Indochina. Oh, we can decide what to do with them individually? Oh, that's just what it's gonna say we can do Laos. Yeah, no need to do Laos, so... There's Indochina, and Laos. Uh-oh. What the freak? I thought it was gonna let me I must have fucked something up. Hold on, let's load it. I think it's supposed to give me the choice to give me a choice to instead of creating independent Laos, I give it to Vietnam. Alright, so give it to the People's Commune. Then, okay, the Indonesia thing, liberate that. Any day now. Okay. Sarawak, give it to the communes. Indochina. Liberate Indo-Chinese puppet government. Okay, so it is actually a different name. Okay, so this Indochina is like, this is the specifically we are more than Vietnam. We are officially more than Vietnam. We are Vietnam. We are Laos. You know, we are rated. This region is what we are attempting to represent. Okay. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Oh, I can guarantee their independence. I mean, why not? We said we'd be back under Tatu Tao. Real shame I was never able to stream getting a Legacy of Ho Chi Minh run. Which, you know, I'd have to mix with a greater Indo... You gotta create... What did we call it? Indo-China China? So you gotta take all of United China and India, and you don't release them as puppets, you just absorb it. And, like, you know what's funny is the actual last one here... The plus war support is kind of almost like anticlimactic, but I mean you're already on the path when you get here to get Laut, I don't know, the Unity one, left wing Unity, which never heard of it. Plus 25 political power, so that's how you absorb taking those political power hits, doing an China campaign. But it's so hard because you have to have at least 25% for the Tian Viet, Indo-Chinese Revolutionary League and Aspiration Society. So I'm not, it's hard. I mean, you gotta walk a fine line. I wonder if there was anybody who's just already done that. Okay, yeah, struggle. But the Loot, Kaiserreich. Okay. Okay, chat's been quiet, so I guess you're having no problems with me looking this stuff up. What is this tab? Oh, yeah, I was reading about Catherine of Aragon again. I'm just saying, Henry was an idiot. You know, how do you walk away from Catherine? Oh, but the sun. I don't. Wait, I got an email just now. No, we're good. Okay, yeah, as per usual. Indochina. And now I'm on tvtropes.org, so I'm definitely gonna get lost. But let's just get back to the game. But yeah, this would be like these other ones, the democratic centralism and empowering the CGT. They're good. They're good, like ending of the political tree, but just that specific challenge of balancing the three leftist parties is, I think, very interesting. And I think it's also very telling that this is the one that gets the political power multiplier as opposed to this where it's 0.25 and this is 0.20, you know, political power a day. I mean, look at us. We're 348 a day right now. 248 if I was taking a focus. Okay, so Indochina is free. We took care of that issue. And then for Japan, after our successful campaign on the Japanese islands, we now have the task to establish new local administrative authority in order to restore peace. However, there are several options for our choice. Political power gain plus 8%, because we'll have a reorganized national diet. Adds shattered people, devastated national economy, devastated, the disarmed nation, completes focus, dawn of a revolution. Okay. So now we go here. Also, a new tree. Guys, we got a lot of post-war time exploring to do. You know what this is? This is just like the freaking the New Order. One of the greatest campaigns I think I ever did on this channel was the we did the Moe Order, and you know, we made sure to verify our clocks, and we then unified Russia, and then it shattered again, and then we did the post-shatter campaign where we reunified Russia, and it was so cool because it was the third Russian girl in Girls in Panzer was the last one. Like, hold on, let me see this. CHG, the Moe Order, last. Yeah, I think I just like even named it Last Chance to Save Russia or something. Yeah, the North Russian Liberation Front after midnight. Yeah, because it was a mod. It was a double modded game. We had a mod to the mod. Yeah, that was a great one. And I look into the comments and somebody saying, "You have disappointed me, CHG. I thought you were better than this. I mean, just pretty standard." So, I didn't make a save for Japan. Oops. Thank you, little Joker. All right. So CSA Japan post war. Dun, dun, dun. And I think that's all of them. Great, so we're done. By the way, we still haven't taken improved workers conditions since the last time it came up because our stability's been at 100. So even if I did decide to occupy something for a certain amount of time, that I would have to occupy it by force or puppet it, and I chose to still occupy it. I could take that stability hit fine, because then I'll just immediately do improved worker conditions. There's sure no shortage of political power these days. Collapse of the Japanese Empire. An unprecedented rising Asian powerhouse. The Empire of Japan announced that they had formally surrendered all their forces on the home islands regarding their recent capitulation. The stubborn and warlike people of Japan are not accustomed to submitting. Yet, faced with annihilation, they have undoubtedly decided to spare their country from further destruction. Once regarded as the premier industrial nation in the Pacific, with one of the world's most modern navies and armies to boast, probably supposed to say to boast of, the Japanese defeat led to their sphere's ultimate disillusion. In the face of such an overwhelming defeat, the various members of the co-prosperity lay scattered and adrift, perhaps prone to foreign aggression. One thing remains certain, however, and that is that the rising sun has finally faded, and with it, new powers in Asia may soon take its place. I thought they were stronger than that. So there is no more co-prosperity sphere. But just take a look at the Internationale. The Andean Pact. Yeah, they gotta program in a way for these guys to get involved in the bigger war, for one to bleed into the other. Because then basically all we're missing is Middle Africa. We have to save the ones colonized down there. And of course, China. However, shall we get into China? In the latest update, Malay and Sarawak both got public results. You're playing the game version 2. Yeah, me neither. I don't think I am because I haven't been wanting to update Kaiserreich because I'm pretty sure this last update broke the saves. So yeah, if from here on now, if the saves do break, except for maybe because the Russia one starts in February, so we could probably just rig it up pretty quickly. Is get a win as Socialist Russia, but like if something were to happen where I lost the save files for like right now Korea and Japan and stuff, um, we wouldn't play through I would not go back through to get those because I'd obviously have to fight the entire World War again. So that would just be too bad, so sad. But hey, let's not be sad for a second. So, hold on. Sorry, got distracted by goth women. Woman. Saves will definitely break if you update, but like socialist Russia we could do because like at least how it used to be, socialist Russia that's done peacefully instead of via the Civil War, I remember it being like one of the weakest trees possible that Russia could get. Like it was actually more worth it to fight the Civil War. So real for that. For what? And you had a question, Guzman? Where? Type it again. I don't see it. Speaking of so real for that, I was doing errands all freaking morning long, and I saw that CC and Fauna had a collab where they were discussing tropes, like tropes in fiction, and in particular, I think they were like specifically going for like romance shoujo shit, which I didn't read growing up. But tropes are tropes. It's just like they were just going over ones that were most prevalent in those genres. And so I was like, it was basically just listening to the Tropes podcast, right? Let's get some infrastructure down here in Indochina. We're going to help them rebuild as we have India and Russia. And I think we're going to also, we need to go into Middle Africa. I know, and people are going, but based Ernst Jünger, no! Like, guys, they're 89% paternal autocrat. 11% reformist party, which is still authoritarian Democrat. Wow, in what freaking world? I got 147 nuclear weapons. What world is the Third International not engaging in aggressive decolonization? Plus, that's going to basically make it the last part. I mean, we still have to go into China, but it's going to be the last section of Earth that we haven't freaking done before. Who's he again? You mean Ernst Jünger? He just was he wrote a famous well, he did a lot of things. He was he's famous for the Storm of Steel, which was what, actually that's right, he was an entomologist. He was just like the perfect German man for his period. He fought in World War I. He wrote a book, which became like really, really famous. Wow, great picture of him on his Wikipedia page, which makes me wonder. Haven't checked in on Hitler's Wikipedia page in a little while. Yeah, it's the standard official portrait. People just use the standard one. All right. Yeah, it got in the top right. This article is extended protected. Like, nobody touch this shit. All right, nobody. You gotta talk with somebody. Yeah, Jünger, he was just. I mean, he wasn't a fascist. Yeah, he was a thinker. He did cocaine and LSD. You know, he's just a cool guy. He's based. He's a based dude. But he certainly is not anybody who would in any way be a good one to be running Middle Africa. I mean, he's better than Goering, but he wasn't exactly a believer in democracy. Then again, neither was Plato. And allegedly he said, I mean, I don't know the original... who's asking about totalism? Oh, wrong thing. Wait. Hold on. I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now. I think YouTube's freaking out. Let's do a good old refresh. Okay, just saw the... okay, so a bunch of the chat just populated for me. So where did Middle Africa come from? Yeah, this has always been here. This has been here since pre-war. This was the huge German colony, you know, the crown in the Kaiser... Yeah, the jewel in the Kaiser's crown. It's like, oh, it's not Goering, you know, having, you know, doing a little trolling called genocide through Middle Africa, but these are still very much colonies. And if it's the colonized, it's the only existing colony left that has any sort of attachment to the former German Empire, which we just destroyed at the cost of tens of millions of lives, many of which were American. Millions of which were American. We had a much higher casualty count than we did in the real war. It presumed it was liberated during the Second Gulf War. No, because they did that thing, and I'm not entirely sure how it works, but sometimes Middle Africa breaks away and becomes independent. But sometimes it doesn't matter who's actually running it. It may or may not do that anyway, but even if they're independent, sometimes Germany can still run to them. I don't know. Yeah, but... So it technically was not a part of the war, and in fact, they helped us defeat Japan. But you see, you guys are all seeing what I'm saying, though, how, like, this is a lot of stuff to consider. So, we definitely have to get rid of it. Now, the Burma War is already being justified. So because we're already justifying one war, it's going to cost more in terms of time to begin justifying on another one, because we're not getting it through like a focus tree or something, right? So that's why we're actually waiting, because it would usually take half a year, but we're going to wait until June 30th to begin justifying, and then it'll be much quicker. So we'll do that, and then we'll also do China. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna do some stuff. There's a lot. I'm sending a lot of freaking... a lot of logistics that way. I don't want to do any naval invasions into Africa. I could. I certainly could. Yeah, we'll do some from Madagascar. Okay, so the what's my favorite country and focus tree? Hey, Penkin82! Yeah, the late game ignoring of logistics. Yeah, it's like the game is certainly not ignoring the logistics, but I am. Whenever, as do most people once you hit late game. But good to see you. Now, anyway, the question I was being asked is, what is my favorite country and focus tree in Kaiserreich? This is the sort of question I hope in the future becomes clip material. So that's the great thing about clip culture, by the way, that you see in VTuber culture, is it lets people get caught up on stuff. So then that way the entertainer, you know, the VTuber themselves doesn't often have to answer the same questions over and over again. Although I do like getting this. I didn't mean for it to come off the Joker like you were annoying me. But my favorite country, I mean, it's probably America. Obviously, I've got a connection to it because I am American. I know the culture. I know the material. so I can appreciate a lot of the level of detail that's gone into it. And also, it's kind of a cop-out because when I say the United States, I mean every path, because they have countless paths. You know, you could do PSA Japan, Third International CSA, you know, Kaiser Pack, Tui Long, which was, I believe, the first ever campaign I ever streamed, or pre-recorded it at least. It might have been a pre-recorded. That's how old it was. I didn't know stream yet. And even once I figured out how to stream, I just had a little laptop. It wasn't amazing. What's up? Cold War shenanigans against the Cairo Pack. No, if you have a problem with me not going into the Cairo Pack, go take it up with devs. Tell them to make a path where the Cairo Pact and the Ottoman Empire can naturally ease themselves into the war, into the greater war. World War. What is it? Here, come here. No? So let's see. Yeah, so my quick answer would be the United States. Although, I mean, it's just fun to just play Russia and like Hearts of Iron 4 is designed for combat in Eastern Europe. I mean, this is the Bloodlands, right? Yeah, playing Russia is fun because it's so flexible. Just like the United States is. Yeah, I'd still say America. Although Russia was the first country I ever played in so I went, well, I want to play a major country, but I don't want to play America just yet. Let me learn how this works. So I did Russia one. And I'm always sounding like an old man say this, but this was back when Siberia could break away and start a civil war. And how old is it? Okay, let's keep moving. Right, I was supposed to be making the orders. Hold on a sec. Let me mute for a moment. Or more like a minute. All right. CHG, what do you think are the best love interests that Link had in the Legend of Zelda series? Malin is still the best. Okay, I'm like running through the major ones through my head. Now, I haven't played every single Zelda game. Now, it's my understanding that in the manga of Legend of Zelda, or at least they did a Twilight Princess manga or something, that he canonically hooked up with Midna. Yeah, it was like a 6-year manga. Which, like, just remember because those sections of the internet were blowing up about is she hotter in her imperhuman form? Because, you know, short stack people get really fixated. And then people argue about what short stack even means, and it's never ending. I would say, like, I do like them in Link and Zelda and Tears of the Kingdom. Although I know that upset a lot of people who wanted Link and Sidon. Link and Sidon, that's a good love interest, or Link, but I mean, yeah, you know what? It's got to be Mipha. But it's sad because it can't happen because she's dead as shit. Like, that's the whole point. I'd go Mipha. Mipha's best love interest. See, I was just trying to run through the big names that I had because I was also kind of thinking, what about Soraya? But she's permanently a child, so that was no good. And kind of like it's kind of the point that their relationship is one of friendship. I'm not sure I drew that in the correct order. Whatever, get out there, y'all. Okay, other Marines. We have some down here near India. We could probably... Oh, yeah, no, we were just going to have them go in. Okay. We need to get some more infrastructure going. Did I tune up Africa? Sure didn't. Shit. Yeah, I know I need to do the railways, but I want to do the infrastructure first. Makes the railways go faster. 92% on Russia. They are... Where are these factories all coming from? They got a whole lot of territory. Okay, I think that is quite enough. Oh no, do we have another set of divisions here somewhere? Attention. One in, one near, and out the other smells like gold to me. Alright. Alright. 2 more days, or 1 more day really. And we can justify. So remember we are doing this on behalf of the Shan commune. This should hopefully be easy peasy. Declare war, call our allies in. So it's gonna be the yeah, just all of this. Some of them technically not entered yet. Nicaragua is considered a major power. Good for them. So that means if aliens invaded the Earth to fight the Third International right now, they wouldn't be over while Nicaragua endured. Alright. We're going to start justifying on Middle Africa in the name of liberation. Gulf War type beat? You mean what the Republic of... Yeah. Yeah, oh I get it. Took me a second. Yeah, everybody against Iran.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Iraq. Iraq. Go. And the Marines also go. This really shouldn't be too much trouble at all. I mean, what do they got? 30-something 62 divisions max. I'm going in with 48. Mine are definitely going to be better. And yeah, I don't even have to assign air. Everybody's going to do it themselves. Fate of the Imperial Family. Ooh, this is something you guys should vote on. So we could do... Oh, I can't execute them? I think only the totalists get an option to execute or something. Okay, so start a poll. What do you do with Japanese Imperial Family? grip of the power, exile them from homeless, or from Japan. So, yeah, get working on that. The Japanese, I mean, exiling them's a pretty big deal. Been around since, depending on who you ask, some would say the 600s BC. In realidad, at least still going back to the 500s AD. So breaking that line. Who or what is it gonna be? A lot I'm seeing. Looks like a Strip of Power has a solid lead. You don't want me to boot him out of the country? Probably should read the event too, huh? With the finalization of the last branches of the new governmental system, the future of the Japanese imperial family must be discussed. While many members of the imperial family undoubtedly bear responsibility for prosecuting the war against us, true justice would likely leave several dead or imprisoned for life and us with an impossible public order problem on our hands. Our diplomats and even most generals insist that we must instead use a lighter hand. We cannot leave the monarchy intact, but there may be some options still. So if we leave them be but powerless, they will no longer be aristocracy. Japan is going to get more stability. They'll get imperial family abolished, which will increase totalist support. There's going to be countrywide unrest for 3 months. If we do exile from Japan, instead there's more daily political power gain, but leftism does not get stronger. Division recovery rate will also be worse. Gain countrywide unrest for 160 days. So it's almost 6 months. I mean, let's call it 5 months. It's about 5-ish months. Instead of 3, that there's unrest over the issue. Well, I think enough people have voted that more votes is not going to change the result. So with a huge 85% of the vote, we will leave them be but powerless. Which I guess is interpreted as helping with leftism. Although syndicalism's already at 63%. Cannot train units, disband units, or edit unit templates. You're not doing anything. 4th of July, the revolution complete. Are we actually slowing down here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, we're advancing just slowly because of all the terrain. Richeb, I think is how it's pronounced. Come on now. Oh, did I start the Middle Africa justification? I did, right? Let me just make sure. Okay, good. And after that is done, which will be when? November 1st, 1948. After that is done, we'll begin the justification on China. Autonomous governate, but still free. The Civil War goes on without end. Got 1 million men in reserve. These ones got 12 million. Yeah, Feng Tian's not gonna win it. It's way too late. Feng Tian's gotta... Excuse me. Feng Tian's gotta jump out the gate so hard if it wants to have a chance fighting the rest of China. Oh, the Totalists are bringing Uruguay into the fold. Awful nice of them. Cannot build railway. Let's get past. Let's switch to this. Now, Middle Africa, what does their army situation look like? They might have as many as 109 divisions. Well, that's why I set some people up there on the west coast, all ready to jump out, stretch out the enemy. Oh, come on, we have the whole north at Rangoon. Why is this still going? This is not game already. We just need Mandalay? Yeah, 92%, that's probably all I need. And they are defending it accordingly. How's that not game? There we go. Alright. We're gonna give this all to Shan. Wait, no, not that. How do I check this? Go to the bottom or Nami, Sierra Leone? That's Azerbaijan. Gotta name yourself something better than that. Siam. It's Republic. That's New Zealand, Aotearoa. What the freak? Where? Okay. What is the name of this little yellow country? The Shan commune. So I'm looking for Shan. I don't see Shan anywhere. Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, Nepal. There it is, Shan commune. I will let them decide what to do with all of Burma. Oh, you know what though? Aren't they my puppet? Yep, so now Shan commune is gonna be greater. Greater Burma. Oh no. Oh, people out in Myanmar. Fuming. Conquering history games, get this guy out of here. Stratojet is coming, it is inevitable. People's Republic of Korea. Pause. Oh yeah, weren't you earlier? Yeah, we'll play through it later. Totalist. Pardon the collaborators. But great, we have that done. Next up will be Mid-Africa. And then the Grand War for China. But we're actually going to go ahead and stop it there for now. I really slept like crap last night. And I was running around all day today. So I have, as I said before, I had something I was going to have to do later, which was going to hard cap me at a 2-hour stream. And I want to not be falling asleep during that. So, but yeah, Pak Hong Yong. Fellow historian did episode called Federations, the same picture where he compares the Federations from Star Trek and Starship Troopers. In the end, he said Federations from Starship Troopers. The book is not fascist. Well, don't get me started talking about Starship Troopers, because then I'll start talking about Robert Heinlein's work, and then we'll be here all day, and I'm trying to sign off. So, I will be streaming tomorrow. It should be that I do a morning stream and an afternoon stream, so we'll get 2 tomorrow. And I may even, let's see how my evening ends up looking. I may even stream later tonight, but I wouldn't count on it. So, thank you very much for joining me. Next time we will, I need to rename this because we didn't get to the election. So we're going to call this the Burmese, or we're gonna call this the Shan Uprising, because we put the Shan in power. The Shan have stood up. They have a tree? They sure do. They sure do. Liberty ends, violence begins. Yeah, that's why we're only gonna do 2 more wars: the war against Middle Africa and the war in China. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.